So I first discovered Pokemon when it launched in the UK in 1999 on Sky One.
Every weekend morning on Sky One,
Butterfree, go!
follow Ash, Misty, Brock, and Pikachu as they embark on an amazing journey.
I choose you!
Encounter magical monsters, spectacular powers, all in the crazy world of Pokemon.
Now we'll show you. Ready, now! Use your might spread! Don't give up, Zippo, just keep battling!
New episodes of Pokemon, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 9 on Sky One.
And soon after that, the Pokemon craze just exploded. Pokemon was everywhere, and I needed to get the game.
Hey, little buddy, want a ride?
Pikachu!
Yeah, whatever. I'll be right back.
Where can you catch all 150 Pokemon? On your Game Boy, that's where. Pokemon for Game Boy is here. With both packs, you can catch them all. Games and systems sold separately.
So I don't actually remember seeing like the advert for the game, and obviously I must have to know there was a game, but I don't have like an actual memory of seeing the game advertised to me. But I do remember being in Woolworths and looking at that row of Pokemon Red and Blue all next to each other. It's ingrained in my brain, just looking at that row in Woolworths and just seeing like red and blue all next to each other. It's beautiful. So I'm in the shop, Woolworths, and I'm looking at Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue, and I don't know which one to pick. Obviously the anime has only recently come out, so don't think I've seen Charizard yet, and I don't think I've seen Blastoise. So I was just going by the monster on the box, and I thought Blastoise just looked cooler. I loved the way the artwork looked. I loved his mean look at me basically, and I just thought he looked way more cooler than Charizard. So I picked Blue.
Pokemon for Game Boy are coming. Gotta catch them all. Coming September, games and systems sold separately.
Now my best memory of that day is actually walking home. It was like a 10-minute walk from Woolworths. So I just remember just walking, just holding the game like this and just staring at Blastoise and then looking at the back. And there's only 3 screenshots on the back, and I was wondering what this game was going to be like, and I was seeing, oh, you can catch 150 of them. And I was just so excited. Seeing that Blastoise in the front, that's ingrained in me. Walking, I could see the ground moving beneath me, but I was focusing on that Blastoise face, just staring right at me. I loved like the watercolour looking art. It was so cool looking.
I'm Blue.
What?
I said I'm Blue. You know, like Pokemon Blue.
Okay. Thanks for that, Murray.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm Blue, you know.
Murray, what do you want me to do with that information?
I was just telling you I'm Blue.
Oh, wow! How did I not see it before, Murray? You're Blue! Wow! So exciting!
I just thought that's why we became friends. Because I'm Blue and you picked Pokemon Blue.
No, Murray. We're friends because I was behind you at line at KFC, you didn't have enough change, and I kindly helped out, you followed me home, and we've been hanging out ever since.
I prefer Digimon anyway.
Okay, so I got home and I put Pokemon Blue in my purple Game Boy Color. This very purple Game Boy Color with a very faded Nidoking sticker on the back. So the intro for the game was amazing. Like a little battle at the beginning, you got Jigglypuff in it, and then it goes to the main screen with a Pokemon on it, and it switches between different Pokemon, and you carry on, and then you meet Professor Oak, and he introduces you to this whole world of these little monsters. It was amazing. Okay, okay, I've got a confession to make. So most of you know Squirtle is my favourite Pokemon of all time. This is my Squirtle tattoo, and he's playing my copy of Pokemon Blue on my purple Game Boy Color. But I didn't pick Squirtle the first time I played it. Well, I say for the first 20 minutes, I picked Bulbasaur. I don't know why. Not a clue. I just decided when I had the choice of 3, I went with Bulbasaur. I thought it looked kind of cool. 20 minutes in, I kept thinking about that little turtle. I was like, I should have picked Squirtle. I liked the look of Squirtle, and I kind of thought it's most likely Squirtle's going to become this bad boy. So turned it off, started again, picked Squirtle 20 minutes in. So there's just something so special about playing it for the first time. Starting in your bedroom, and then going downstairs, talking to your mum, and then going out into Pallet Town. And when I first started the game, I was just talking to every character, seeing what they would say. I just found it so interesting. Everything was unlocking more and more into this Pokemon world. I was discovering and learning so much about it as I travelled through the world and through this map, which became my favourite gaming map of all time. I love it so much. There's just something about it. I've got it ingrained in my head. It's just my favourite gaming map. And I was just talking to every single character, and it was just unlocking different things about this mysterious world of Pokemon. It was so fun and amazing. So obviously, as the anime was still coming out, I had the game, so I was seeing Pokemon that I hadn't seen in the anime yet, or I hadn't seen in the game yet. So it was kind of like a discovery thing. It was really cool. So I'd come across a Pokemon in the game, like, oh, what? I've never even seen this one yet. Or I would have seen one in the anime and found it in the game, like, oh, I know this one. I kind of want this one. So it was just really cool and special. The only Pokemon in the whole game I thought just didn't look right at all was Geodude. It just looked odd. Because in the anime, Geodude's cool. I like Geodude. But in the game, the sprite is just not good. So yeah, just exploring and just going through every building, talking to everyone and building my team. Because I was discovering my favourite Pokemon then. Which obviously Squirtle is number one. I love Beedrill as well. I love Nidoking. Sandshrew is one of my favourite, but Sandshrew in Pokemon Red, so I had to do a bit of trading for that one. But yeah, just discovering all my favourite Pokemon and making the perfect team for me, it was just so much fun. So with trading, obviously I had to have friends who had Pokemon too, and luckily, because the craze was insane, all my friends had Pokemon. Some had blue, some had red, which was perfect, and we had link cables and stuff like that. So we could trade. I didn't do a lot of trading, I will admit, but some of my great memories are just being in the playground at school, just talking about Pokemon, talking about like, oh, I saw this episode and this Pokemon was really cool, or I've got these cards and we should trade this and that and everything. I just saw a Sandshrew, and it was that episode, I'm pretty sure it got to that episode where that kid was training that Sandshrew. I was like, I love Sandshrew. I need to get a Sandshrew now. So I remember trading with one of my friends. I got a Sandshrew. I can't remember what I traded it for, but I got a Sandshrew. But yeah, there was just something so amazing about that craze where everyone was talking about it and people were so excited about playing the game or watching the anime or the toys. As you can see here, it took over my mind. I was Pokemon crazy.
You can't catch all 150 Pokemon by yourself.
So close.
You need a friend to trade with. So you can grab a link cable and a friend with a Game Boy, and with both packs you can catch them all. Got ya.
I do remember that I played the game so much that my parents got me rechargeable batteries and a little like a battery pack thing to put the batteries in to recharge them, because I was going through so many batteries. So thank you for that. I guess I could play the game a lot more. So yeah, I was just exploring this whole magical world, and it didn't seem like, because obviously it's a Game Boy game, it's not that big. But back then, when you're playing this game and you'd never played it before, it seemed huge. It was just this big open world I could explore, and I could go in that grass there and see what Pokemon I can find there, or what's in that building, who can I talk to in there, and what information they're going to give me. There was just something so special about playing it for the first time. And I'm so glad I picked Blue. Even though, like I said, there was some Pokemon in Red that I would have really liked, but I don't know. It's that box. It captures my nostalgia so much. If I picked Red, sure, but even now, Charizard's not even in my top 10, top 20, top 30, top 50 Pokemon. He's cool, but it's just not one that really gets me. I don't know. It's just not one that really like fires me up or anything like that. Charizard's it's fine, but Blastoise is cool. Squirtle's awesome, Beedrill's cool, Nidoking's cool, Sandshrews cool. I love all these ones, but yeah. So I'm so happy I picked Blue. And what I want to know from you is, which game did you pick? It doesn't have to be Red or Blue, because you could be a bit younger. You could just got into it later. You could have picked Gold or Silver, or you could have picked Ruby or Sapphire. Any of those. So I want to know which one you first picked. Do you regret picking that one? and what your memories of it, like playing it for the first time. Because like I said, Pokemon Blue, like I said, it's my favourite gaming map now. I've literally got a poster on the wall of that map. And this is the thing that started it all off. Like, the anime was cool. I really loved the anime. It was fun to watch. But when I got the game, that's what really fired things off. And that's why I got a big Pokemon. There's all sorts of stuff down there. Pokemon cereal right here. I just fell in love with Pokemon so much. And this game, this is it. This is the thing that started it all. And like I said, just walking home, just looking at that box, thinking, what is this game going to give me? And it gave me everything. I played this so much, and I just fell in love with it completely. And I'm so glad that I've got these memories of the Pokemon craze just taking over and everyone talking about it. Because if it was just a game that came out, few people got it, it was kind of popular, it was just it would still be like a nice nostalgic thing. But the fact that it just took over the world completely and everyone was talking about it, so I could share my love for it with loads of other people and they could tell me their favourite Pokemon or a new thing that they got, a new toy they got, or an anime episode they watched. And it was just so much fun. It was so special. And it's just a really fun and important time in my life. I just really enjoyed it. And yeah, so I'm really glad I picked Pokemon Blue. But like I said, I want to know which one you picked, what memories you had in it. Even if you didn't like me, because there are some people out there that when the Pokemon craze took over, they just didn't get it. Either they didn't get it or they just didn't like it. So if you didn't like Pokemon, let me know in the comments below. You might have had a brother or sister who did. So there's like that conflict of Pokemon sucks, why are you watching this? Or you might be a Digimon person like Murray. I don't know. Because this fired up with like Pokemon came out and then Digimon, I fell in love with that then because Digimon came out. Then Monster Rancher came out, and I will talk about Monster Rancher for PS1 sometime because I fell in love with that one. And then there was loads of little ones like Flint the Time Detective. There was all sorts of little monster training things, and it became my favourite genre then. Monster training games. I absolutely loved them. And then Yu-Gi-Oh came out, and like it had that kind of feel to it, so I got into that as well. And yeah, I just fell in love with that whole monster training genre, and I love it so much. Medabots, that's another one. There were just so many, and I will talk about them all one day. But for today, it's just about Pokemon Blue and why I chose it and why I'm happy with that choice. So like I said, comments below, which one did you pick and why? So that's it, that's my memories of Pokemon Blue for the Game Boy, and great memories they are. So thanks for watching everyone, really appreciate it. Happy Pokemon Day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.